Welcome back. To no one's surprise, there wasn't much happening this weekend in the way of high school track and field in the Dakotas, but that is not stopping us from checking in with Alex Heinert for an update. So Alex, what is the mood right now for track teams around the area?
Well, Kelly, I'd say it's about the same as the general public right now. You get the sense that the desperation levels to just get outside are rising a bit among the coaches and athletes in the region, and for good reason. To my knowledge, I don't believe there's been a single sanctioned outdoor meet in North Dakota yet this spring. Not one. And it's not been much better in South Dakota, with the majority of East River teams cramming in meets last Thursday in pretty poor conditions to try to beat the oncoming weekend blizzard. I spoke with Grand Forks Red River boys coach Jeff Bakke last week. Here's what he had to say about how his team is dealing with the lack of an outdoor season so far.
It's made it a little bit tough. Keeping the kids motivated has been one thing that's been a struggle at times, but you kind of got to get creative with what we do with our workouts and how we can best just make use of our time and our facilities. We're doing everything we can, different things outside, whether it's in the gym, whether it's in the hallways. I mean, we're trying to think of anything we can to do it, and anytime we can get outside, we will, but it hasn't happened yet.
Well, a lack of favorable conditions has led teams to migrate south or west in search of opportunity to run, throw, and jump outdoors, with Sioux Falls, Lincoln, and Roosevelt each competing in Omaha last Thursday, and a number of western North Dakota schools heading to Spearfish last Tuesday. Sadly, it's probably not going to get much better this week, with a number of meets already shelved in advance of yet another winter-spring storm on the way.
Oh my gosh, I am so frustrated by this. But anyways,
join the club.
Exactly. In the limited amount of outdoor meets we've had so far, who has made the most of their opportunities?
Well, ironically, the Black Hills has actually had a pretty normal spring to this point. So the likes of Rapid City Stevens and Central and Custer and St. Thomas More, they've all had 3 or 4 outdoor meets in the last 3 weeks. And also, they boast some of the top kids in the state. So it's probably no surprise the likes of Elizabeth Schaefer and Sage Hagen currently on the soon-to-be-revealed Platinum leaderboard multiple times already. But the big winner of this season to date is Belle Fourche's Shayla Howe. She has won 4 individual state titles last year at the State A's en route to earning girls track MVP and girls field MVP. And she's already qualified for state in 6 events: the 1, the 2, the 4, the long, the triple, and the high jump. And she's got the best mark in the Dakotas right now in 5 of those disciplines.
Jeez.
She's not let the weather slow her down yet this spring.
Oh my gosh, good for her. And you mentioned the weather's forced the cancellation of a few meets already this week in southeastern South Dakota, but there is hope that the slate won't be totally wiped out. Which events will still have a shot to take place?
Yes, 3 big events coming up this week. The Peer American Legion Relays have been moved up a day from Friday to Thursday. That's a big East versus West meet that still could happen in South Dakota. While the Bismarck-Kiwanis meet is going to be a go for this Thursday. EDC and WDA teams meeting up at the Community Bowl. And then hopefully the Davies Eagles Relays will still happen on Friday in Fargo again, assuming the weather hangs in there. If all goes according to plan, we'll have a lot to talk about next week in this space, Kelly.
All right, hoping for the best. Thank you, Alex.
Same here. Thanks, Kelly.
Next on Midco Sports tonight, it's head-to-head, but even better, a rematch of last season's heated semifinal. You don't want to miss this. Stick around.